What are the things that, as an offensive line, as an individual, you guys had to work on?
I did a lot of resting. It was nice to actually sit down for a whole day and watch college football. But last week we had 3 great practices. Got out there, moved around a little bit, got some younger kids some reps. Older guys took a little bit extra off. But it was good for us to just get back to doing some basics and get moving as a whole team.
What are the things as an offensive line you guys have to do? Dana says he's happy with the run game, but we haven't had a 200-yard rusher and stuff like that. What are the things you guys have to do to take that next step with the running game, which had a lot of expectations coming in this year?
We got to play together up front. There's no time that we can play with 3 people or we can play with 4 people. All 5 of us up front got to be on the same page every play and moving people off the ball. So that's the plan for this weekend. We're excited for the challenge. I mean, Texas Tech has a great front 7, a great defensive line, big guys that are physical and they can move. So we're excited for the challenge.
Pat, last year's shoe was kind of on the other foot. You guys were highly ranked, went in there, ended up with a disappointing result. They're coming in here highly ranked this week, so hoping for a little bit of payback maybe?
I mean, we're definitely going to be playing with a chip on our shoulder, but we just got to worry about playing West Virginia football. And at the end of the day, if we go out there and play for 4 quarters and play with great effort, great energy, play Mountaineer football, we're going to have a chance to win a football game.
So Lewinsky just seemed like a totally different player this year.
He's matured so much as a player. He's got in there and done a lot of film work and really helped him to understand our offense better and the whole scheme and how we run things. But he's just one of those kids that comes to work every day. Doesn't say much, doesn't talk much, but he just puts his head down and works.
The adjustment from tackle to guard pretty smooth.
Yes.
Coach, we could talk about how on the tackle you're on a little more of an island. Guard, you can kind of go down here. Are you seeing Quentin's personality emerge a little bit more with his play now because he's just able to get off the ball a little faster and get into the defensive line?
I mean, wherever Spain plays, as soon as he gets comfortable, he's a very good athlete, very physical football player. He can play guard or tackle, so wherever we need him to play this week or next week or whatever, whenever the time is, wherever he needs to play that day, he'll play there.
Is there anything to be learned from Adam Pankey getting called with the targeting? I mean, so many people before the season started talked about that as a defensive thing. When you get it first time as for an offensive lineman, and just those blocks. He's coached to do those. He just has to change the way he's approaching it. I guess at this point, is there something to be learned from that as an offensive player?
I don't really know. I don't know if I agree or disagree with that call that Reggie made, but I probably would have done the same thing. I mean, there was a guy running after the quarterback and he turned around and tried to hit him. He hit him a little too high. I mean, he just has to drop his head down, I guess.
So that's the lesson. It's just
I guess.
fit it up better.
I didn't really understand it, but at the end of the day, that's the call that was made, so we've got to live with that.
Would you evaluate your play through the first half of the season? The way you coach?
My play? I mean, I did some good things, I did some bad things. I feel like I'm getting better every week. My biggest thing was snaps. I mean, I had snaps all over the place a few times every game, more than a few times every game. But that was one of the biggest things I did during the bye week is just every day just going out there and snapping, and stepping, and just trying to get muscle memory down where my snaps are a lot better. So hopefully this week I've been practicing a lot and they're going to be a lot better.
You talked about kicking back and watching some football on Saturday, but you also get to live scout a game. I mean, you get to sit there and review film. What was that like to just watch the game from Iowa State?
It kind of stinks sometimes because I can't watch a football game just as a football game anymore. Because I'll sit there and watch the defensive line and offensive line and see what fronts they're doing, what plays they're running. So, I mean, it was nice to get a little head start on watching a little bit and just seeing how they play. But most of the film study that's done is me at home watching on the iPad or coming in here and watching it.